Good morning, Model Y people. I wanted to do a quick efficiency update. I've had the Model Y for coming up on 4 weeks here, a little less than 4 weeks. So we have a little over 1,000 miles. We have about 1,200 miles on the car. And again, my point of these videos is just to present facts. I'm not trying to present any of my opinion per se. I just want to present facts. So people have informed decisions if they want to buy Model Y on their own. So let's take a look here at what we're looking at in terms of mileage. So what I did is on the car, when I got it, I reset the trip odometer, but the original trip odometer was here. So you see we have a total of about 1,204 miles on the car since we got it. See, 1,204 miles on the odometer. It says we used 304 kilowatt hours of electricity, or 253 watt hours per mile. So that's just a hair over the 4 miles per kilowatt hour. It's actually getting it, well, I should say a hair under. We're getting maybe 3.9 and change miles per kilowatt hour. Now, out of this 1,204 miles, that has been roughly, I'd guess, 75% or more has been at 65 to 70 miles an hour. So here in Northeast Florida, electricity is about, with taxes, just a hair over 10 cents a kilowatt hour. So you see, I did these 1,204 miles for $30.40. So that's 1,204 miles at $30.40. Now my BMW X3, comparable sized SUV, gets, combined city highway, if I drive conservatively, somewhere around the 28 to, I could get up to 30 if I've got a tailwind or a draft and things like that. So let's say 28 miles per gallon. So to go, 1,204 miles, I would use a lot more cash to make that happen. Well, I do the math so you don't have to. I took the 1,204 miles, divided roughly 28 miles per gallon. It would take me about 43 gallons of gas to run equivalently the 1,204 miles in my BMW X3. At roughly $2.60 a gallon for mid-range to premium unleaded, that means it would have cost me about $112, or almost 4 times. And that's about what you'd expect if I'm getting 4 miles, almost 4 miles per kilowatt hour, and a kilowatt hour is $1. So another way of looking at this would be looking at what does it cost me per 100 miles. Okay, so I went I have $30.40, or 3,040 cents, divided by 1,204 miles, means I'm running about 2.52 cents per mile, or $2.52 per 100 miles. And that is roughly about a quarter of what it would cost to run an equivalent gas luxury SUV per 100 miles. And that is not accounting for the amortization, if you will, of the coolant, the oil changes. And a synthetic oil change in a BMW can run you a couple $100 by the time you're done. So bottom line is the operational efficiency of the car is pretty much exceeding my expectations right now. So if you think about it, a 400-mile round trip is going to cost you $10. It's nothing. That's why we're putting so many more miles on this car than we would normally put on a car. My BMW is almost, it is 5 years old next month. We bought it used with 9,000 miles on it. We just cost over 40,000. So we only put, we'll call it 30,000 miles on it in 4 years. This thing we put 1,000 miles on in the first 3 weeks that we had the car. So we're definitely driving this a lot more, and one of the things that makes us do that, or allows us to do that, is the much lower operating expense. So I know I was here to talk about efficiency today. That's really all I wanted to talk about, but I'm going to show you a real quick update that happened with the with the 20.24. I'm going to go ahead and clear this. The 20.24 update. You can see I have the 20.24 now. The car came with the 2020.20. I did get the new 2020.24 about 2 or 3 days ago. One of the best things that came with this is the new backup camera. You can see it indicates here that, well, you saw that there for a second, that this is the right camera looking out the back. There's my BMW, as you can see, looking out the left. Then you can see the charge cable back there, and then you have the overall backup screen here. If you want it, you can just go to the full backup screen, but if you notice, the size of your backup image doesn't change at all. When you go back to the full screen, the backup image is the same. It just adds in the side view. You can also do this while you're driving down the street. If you're on the highway and maybe you just want to have a better look at your blind spot, you can pop on your cameras and take a little bit better view of your right or left blind spot as you're driving down the highway. So that's just a little quick feature update for 2020.24. If you have any comments, questions, or anything in particular you would like to see, let me know in the comments below.